Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this particular video, we'll be looking into another approach of construction of parse trees, and it is nothing but bottom-up parsing approach. If you remember in the previous video, we already have seen the top-down approach of creating the parse trees through which we have constructed a parse tree to parse a sentence. We have started with the S, that means your sentence symbol, and we have ended up getting all the words in the sentence in the proper sequence through parse tree. We have parsed the sentence with top down approach. Now in this particular video we'll be looking the entire reverse of it. That means from your sentence we are going to derive the S, that means your starting symbol. So we'll be going in a reverse order. Bottom, it is called as bottom up approach. So I hope you're excited. So this is the example sentence we have taken to tackle, okay, with the help of with the help of the approach that we are going to look. So the sentence is, the old man saw the young boy in the park. Okay, so again I have taken a lengthy sentence which contains at least 10 tokens, through which you'll be understanding in a better way how things get tackled in bottom up approach. And I have tried to take different tags like determiner, adjective, noun, verb, prepositions, and so on. So we have different categories as listed, 5 different categories of words. Okay, so I hope the sentence is clear to you all. And in the problem statement along with the sentence we are also given with the context free grammar rules. Okay, so these are the production rules. We have non-terminal rules and we have terminal rules. I hope you know about these types of rules. Okay, we have seen the introduction to context free grammar in the previous video. So if you haven't watched that, please have a look at those videos first and then come to this particular video so that you will be understanding in a better way. So we have non-terminal rules as S is a combination of NP plus VP, that means your noun phrase and verb phrase. Note that the sequence is something which matters. For NP, we have two rules. Okay, either it goes to determiner plus adjective plus noun, or it goes to determiner plus noun only. Okay, for VP again we have two rules, and so on. So these are our non-terminal rules, and the terminal rule says that determiner is the or then adjective can be old or young, like that. Okay, so I hope the rules are also clear to you all. Now, along with the sentence and these rules, we have to create the parse tree with the help of the bottom-up approach. So I hope the problem statement is clear to you all. Now, first, before tackling this particular problem statement, we'll be looking into what exactly bottom up approach means. Okay, so basically we start from the leaf nodes. Okay, in the previous video in the top down approach we started from the S start symbol and we came down, okay, to reach the leaf nodes, that means our sentence words. But here we'll be starting with the leaf nodes, that means the terminals. We will move upward, okay, works up towards the root, that means the start symbol. As on the right hand side you can see in the diagram, we have started with the sentence, the old man saw the boy in the park, and will move upward. We'll try to combine different categories into one, okay, as per the rules that we are given for the grammar. Okay, we'll do that in a recursive manner so that we will reach our very start symbol. Okay, so this approach is also called as shift reduce parsing. Okay, it reduces the input to the start symbol S. Okay, so process is very simple. You read the input tokens, that means your words, you match the grammar rules, you reduce the terminals to non-terminals according to the grammar rules, and then you continue until you reach the very start symbol S. So I hope the concept to some extent is clear to you all. Now I hope the process is clear. Now let's move on to the actual construction of the bottom-up parse tree. Okay, so on the left hand side we have all the rules that are given to us, all the grammar rules, non-terminal plus terminal rules. Okay, next we have the sentence that we have to use to derive to the symbol S. Okay, so let's start. So as said already, we have to start with the sentence. So I'll be creating 10 different notes with all the words, okay, in proper sequence, okay, like this. So we have, the old man saw the young boy in the park. Okay, now the very first and foremost thing in bottom up approach is to assign the category to which that word belongs to, okay, as per the grammar. Okay, now over here we have the very first word as the. In the grammar rules, you can see in the terminal rules, you can see that the word the is present, okay, in the determiner sections, right? Your determiner goes to the word the. So what you can do is, since we have to go in reverse order, what we'll be doing is we'll be going upward and assign this particular node to a non-leaf node determiner like this. Okay, next, the word is old. You can see old is actually an adjective, right? Adj. So we'll be again going to the non-leaf node. We'll take that old to the non-leaf node adj. Okay, next, the word is man. Now man is a noun, so let's assign it. Next, so is what? It is a verb. So let's do that. Again the word comes, again the word the comes, so it is a determiner. Next is young, which is an adjective. Next is boy, which is the noun. Next is the word in, which is a preposition. You can see this. Okay, so we'll assign it p. Next is the word the, which is a determiner. And next the word is park, which is a noun. Cool. So I hope the first step is clear to you all. We have assigned all the different categories according to the rules to each and every word. Now we have all the categories. Now we'll be looking into the non-terminal rules. Okay, so we'll start from the very left side. We have a determiner, we have adjective. Okay, do we have any rule which comprises of determiner and adjective? You can see here, we don't have any rule which takes only these two. Okay, we have to take noun also, determiner, adjective and noun. So you can see these three things together forms the noun phrase. Yes, so what we'll be doing is we'll be combining these three non-leaf nodes, okay, to a single non-leaf node, which will be called as np. Like this will do. Okay, so I hope you're understanding. We just have combined these three categories into one, because it in the rules it says that np is a combination of determiner, adjective and noun. Okay, so that is why it gets reduced to np. Now let's move on to the right hand side. We have verb, we have determiner, we have adjective. Now take this combination, okay, verb determiner or maybe word determiner adjective together, and check whether any of the rule is actually having it on the right hand side. So we have verb with a determiner. So I cannot see any of the rule which has verb and determiner together, right? Verb plus determiner, it's nowhere. Okay, so let's just discard this for now. Okay, let's move on to the other sections. Let's check determiner, adjective. uh okay, so we have determiner, adjective and noun. Okay, again see these three, determiner, adjective and noun. Again these three could be reduced to np again, so we'll do that. Okay, like this. So determiner, adjective and noun together gets reduced to np. Let's move on to the right hand side. We have preposition, determiner and noun. So over here you can see preposition, determiner are nowhere together, so let's discard preposition for now. Okay, let's see determiner and noun together, whether it is present in any of the rules. Yes, in one of the rule for np we have determiner plus noun, which gives noun phrase together. Okay, so we'll combine determiner plus noun and we'll get np over here like this. I hope you're understanding how step by step we need to move forward. Next, now don't forget that these nodes, okay, v and p are remaining. Okay, so we have to combine it. Don't forget it. So let's have a look at it now, because we already have got some other phrases, right? Some other notes. So let's check in the set of rules whether we have p and np together. Okay, because determiner and noun already have got reduced to np, right? So let's check whether p and np are together anywhere in the rules. So yes, I can see one of the rule wherein p and np together creates pp, that means preposition phrase. So let's combine these two together and let's create a preposition phrase node. Okay, like this. Similarly, let's check for V and its neighboring nodes. Okay, so V and NP together, yes, it is present together and it gives to a VP node, right? But before combining these two, it's also a good practice to check the other neighboring nodes also. If all of these four nodes together are getting reduced to word, I mean the node s, then it will be a best approach, because bottom up parse tree's main motive is to construct the best optimal parse tree. Okay, wherein it would require lesser nodes to parse to reach the node s. Okay, so that is why it's a better practice to not only look one or two nodes, just check all the nodes, all the neighboring nodes. If all of them are together forming a particular rule, then it will be the best approach. Okay, so uh, let's check for np, v and np. We don't have anything like this. Let's check for v, NP and PP together. So yes, we have a rule V, NP and PP together which gives us VP. Yes, so instead of combining V and NP only, why not combine V, NP and PP? It's always going to be a best approach. So that is why we'll be combining V, NP and PP together, and we'll be creating a node VP. I hope you're understanding this, how to optimally think. Okay, one thing, that whatever parse tree you are going to construct with the bottom up approach, it has to be the most optimal. Okay, so I hope you're understanding this. Now you can see we have only two nodes left, NP and VP. So let's check for any rule which has these together, NP and VP. Yes, there is one rule, and which gives rise to the node S. So let's combine these two together to reach the node S. So this is how we create a parse tree with the help of bottom up approach. We have started with the very words in the sentence and we have reached to the S node, that means the start node. Just have a look if any of the nodes has got left in the reduction phase. I cannot see any of the node left. So yes, this is the best parse tree that we can create with this particular sentence and these rules. So I hope the entire example is clear to you all. Please, if you guys have any doubt, put it in the comment section. I'll be happy to solve it. So this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you have understood the entire logic behind the construction of parse tree with the help of the bottom up approach. If you guys have any single doubt, put it in the comment section. I'll be happy to solve it. If you guys have any other examples also for which you need a video solution, so just put it in the comment section. I'll be creating a video on it for sure. And yes, for more such videos, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell icon and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Please join me on Telegram. Thanks for watching. Have a good day ahead.